How many of you could not wait to get out of the house after this emergency state and the 15th of May? Okay, most of you. I'm assuming that you have different reasons for this. One of my reasons was I could not wait getting back out on the tennis courts. Recently, after the 15th, I got out, obviously, and started playing tennis with one of my friends again. And he's actually a former basketball player. He's 1.96-ish tall and some 90 plus kilos and very strong. However, he kept complaining that every time he slightly mishit the ball, his racket was unstable. It was fluttering, it was twisting in his hands, and obviously the ball was going and hitting the fence. So I asked him what sort of racket does he have? What weight does his racket have? And he said it's something like 285 grams, which for reference is I don't know, child's weight, really. It's a very light racket for an adult. Maybe something along the lines of 300 to 320 grams is something that you would expect for an adult. And this helped me move back in time, back when I was starting playing or restarting playing tennis, maybe 15 years ago, when I found myself buying, I had at some point 14 or 15 different tennis rackets because I kept buying new ones and new ones and new ones because of the fact that they were not suitable to me. I could not find one that I really liked and that suited my strokes. And now, with 15 years experience behind me, I know that was a poor choice and a waste of money because obviously one thing is the strokes are more important, the legs usually are more important than the tennis racket, but also because you can actually test various configurations of tennis racket with the same racket. And I'll show you what I mean. Now, why does it matter to have a fairly heavy tennis racket? Because this, the tennis ball, is somewhere between 56 and 60 grams of weight, of mass. Now, the faster it travels through the air, so the more advanced the player, the heavier that ball feels. And you cannot really break the laws of physics and with a very, very light racket, redirect efficiently the ball while moving at very fast speed. So the point here is that this, a tennis racket, or this, they are identical, by the way, needs to redirect efficiently a ball moving fast towards you. And there are three characteristics of a tennis racket, or two, which are important in order to do this efficiently. One is the actual mass. So, like I said, an adult should use something between, I don't know, 295 to 300 grams, up to 320 maybe. An amateur. Now, professionals use 350, 360 and more maybe tennis rackets because they are really fit, young, strong, and also the ball in professional matches travels much faster than in amateur rackets, so you need more stability. In amateur matches, so you need more stability. Now, the mass is the first thing that matters. The second thing that matters is the balance. Basically, the point of balance of a racket is usually between 32 and 35 centimeters from the bottom to the top. Okay? And the third thing that matters, which is a less obvious, it's the moment of inertia. It's the swing weight of the racket. This means that when you actually swing the racket, your perception is that the racket is easier or tougher to swing based on this number, the swing weight. Basically, how much inertia this racket has and how much force does it require for you to move from a static position and swing it really fast, okay? So the solution to this problem of having too light a racket or maybe an unsuitable racket, and the solution which doesn't cause you to buy 15 different rackets like I did and declare bankruptcy, is this. There's an easy solution which is called lead tape, okay? Now, because you cannot really ignore the laws of physics and the mass of the ball is constant, you need to overcome that mass. It is important to find an ideal weight, balance, and swing weight for your physical capabilities and level of advanced or less advanced technique. How you can do that is by experimenting, like I said, with lead tape. This thing is very cheap, very easy to buy. It's sticky tape. Basically, you take this off like this, and you can put it anywhere at the top of the racket, at the middle, or on the bottom. And this affects all three parameters that I mentioned. Basically, mass, balance, and swing weight. And you get to move that any way you like, and you get to increase the mass and the inertia of your racket, and you get to overcome that ball, which comes with lots of speed from your adversary, and find the ideal for you. Now, you might say, I don't play tennis, I don't care about this, I'm not as passionate about tennis as you, why should I be interested? And one of the reasons or potential reasons you should be interested is that tennis is one of the very few sports which you can pick up fairly easily. You can play up to really old ages. And also it is now playable during this pandemic because it's very easy to keep social distancing while playing tennis. After all, the tennis court is quite long. You play with your friends, you can keep your distance, have fun, keep fit, and why not enjoy a new activity for you until you, I don't know, die from old age rather than coronavirus. This is it. Hope it was helpful.
Hello, everyone. I never thought about giving tennis a chance, but maybe now I will. This evening, Adrian explained us how you can use a sticky band to improve the efficiency of a tennis racket. He also tried to make this topic relevant for us by telling us the advantages of playing tennis. And I think he succeeded, at least to gain our interest in this game he plays. Adi, I'm going to tell you what I liked about your speech and also what I think you could improve. Okay. I appreciate the fact that you dressed in a sports outfit. I noticed that. And that you used 2 tennis rackets to help the demonstration and the explanation of the process. I also liked the fact that you used another topic other than Toastmasters for a speech. And you shared with us some personal information about a friend of yours and about you also. Both those things, I think, they helped you connect better with us and as an audience, and you gained our interest. I think, though, every speech has room for improvement. So here's my suggestion. I think when delivering a speech, you should be standing up. Even though I didn't do that, I think it helps to. I think it would have helped you explain better, and it would have shown that you are involved in the explanation. It would have shown a bigger effort for explaining to us about the topic. I felt that you were a little bit laid back on the chair, and it would have helped me if I would have seen you standing up. So to conclude, I like the topic you chose, the sports outfit and the 2 tennis rackets you use, and I suggest you stand up when delivering a speech if you have room in your setting. And see you on the